I think Trump has been the strongest president so far in many years. Many people have underestimated him. And he is not perfect by no means, and nobody is for that fact. But he's standing up to the people. At least he's standing up to the people. He's not backing down. Now, why am I bringing this up? I listened to a great radio show this afternoon, and they were talking about immigration and the fact that just because you want to come in this country doesn't mean we must accept you. A lot of people do not know that there's a war going on. Many people are trained to believe that when your country is being taken over, it's normally by armies with guns and tanks and ships off the coast. But that's not what's going on. What is going on is we have groups of people coming into this country and refusing to assimilate, refusing to learn the language, refusing to become Americans and own up to the American way of life, the American values. So what happens when you do not assimilate? Well, you hold steady to your culture. You build communities and towns all over the United States, spaced out, where your country's beliefs reside. But more importantly, as your little pockets of communities grow, they demand government oversight by protection, by means of protection. They demand the protection of our laws. And cry prejudice if you don't give it to them. That is a coup from within. That is our country being taken over, little pockets at a time, without battleships off the coast, without soldiers with guns coming in and taking over. Those little pockets grow and grow and grow year after year, and more pockets appear on the map and they grow, and pretty soon those pockets are big enough to vote in government legislature who then take over our country from within our own government. So assimilation is not just part of learning the language. When you don't learn the language, you really don't want to become an American. And that can go for whatever country you're moving to. If you're moving to the UK and you don't want to assimilate with their way of life, your intention is not friendship. Your intention is to take over. And that's what's going on here in the United States. Our country is being taken over. One pocket, one spot on the map at a time. And that is why it's important that we do allow immigration, legalized immigration, but these people really want to become Americans. You know, I always get comments, well, your great great grandfather and grandmother came in here, and how dare you behave like you do now when your grandparents got into the United States? There's a difference. My great great grandparents, your great great grandparents came here, yes, but they wanted to become Americans. They wanted to assimilate. They wanted to end the life of where they came from and start a new life here. They didn't want to recreate what they were running from over here. There's the difference of what's going on today versus when our great grandparents came here. They wanted to become us. They looked up to us. And nowadays, they want to take over us. There is the difference, folks. I did a live stream the other day, and it was about cryptos. I think the name of the video was Silver versus Bitcoin. And as an experiment, I bought $50 worth of Bitcoin on that day. I even showed you the same exact screen. I realize majority of you look down upon me for even talking about Bitcoin. But I need to show you something here. For you folks who are nervous about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, I respect you. You're not going to get any fight out of me. But just like silver, and you folks know that my number one preparation, my number one financial preparation is silver, still is silver, and always will be silver. Number two is cryptocurrency now. At the day I made that video, I showed you this same exact screen. I told you that I purchased $50, and I showed you this number over there, right there under balance. I told you I bought $50 worth. This company, Coinbase, took 25 cents, which left me, and I showed it to you. Go back if you do not believe me. Left me a balance of $49.75. I showed it to you. Today, that $49.75 is now $64 and climbing. $64 and climbing. I have the option of cashing out right now. So I made pretty decent profit on a lousy $50. This is an experiment. I'm showing it to you. You might want to consider looking into cryptocurrency. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm telling you what I believe in. Just look into it. I know new things can be a little scary. A lot of people say, oh, this is the sign of the devil. Okay, whatever. But just showing you. This was $49.75, I think 2, perhaps 3 days ago. In a weird way, I wish I would have dumped $1,000 or $2,000 into it as my experiment. But anyway, I want you to think about that. Our country being taken over without a shot being fired. And frankly, they're doing a damn good job. They're doing a good job. Those local towns have local governments now filled with their people, their advocates. Our federal government now in Congress has these traitors also in our country, in our government. Trump at least is standing up to them. He's trying his best to ward off these invaders. But anyway, I gotta run. You folks have a great day, and thank you for tuning in. I'm tired. I got another day's work ahead of me tomorrow, as you all do.